The Maze Runner, by James Dashner, is set in a world dominated by the terrifying Grievers and the enigmatic maze. The Gladers have formed a fragile society governed by strict rules to ensure their survival. Each month, a new boy emerges from the box, and Thomas arrives amidst chaos, quickly winning the respect of his peers through his courage and curiosity. As Thomas adapts to life in the glade, he becomes a runner, tasked with mapping the ever-shifting maze. He feels a deep connection to Teresa, a girl who arrives shortly after him with a cryptic message about change, stirring memories of a shared past. However, the Gladers have been trapped in this brutal environment for 2 years, with no clear path to freedom. Tensions escalate as supplies dwindle and the sun ominously disappears. Thomas proves his bravery by saving Albie, one of the leaders, during a Griever attack, but his actions lead to the tragic banishment of Gally, who becomes a threat to Thomas's life and sows discord among the Gladers. Teaming up with Minho, the keeper of the runners, Thomas uncovers clues that suggest the maze is not merely a puzzle, but a coded message that could lead them to freedom. Their journey is fraught with betrayal and fear, as they grapple with the reality of their existence. Faced with the mounting menace of the Grievers, Thomas's instincts and leadership emerge as crucial assets. In a desperate bid for survival, he makes a bold choice to intentionally get stung by a Griever, hoping it will unlock vital memories related to their captivity. After a harrowing confrontation with the Grievers, during which they suffer losses, Thomas and the surviving Gladers escape through a hidden passage, only to find themselves on a bus led by Wicked, the organization orchestrating their trials. As Thomas struggles to comprehend their new reality, he learns they are part of a larger experiment aimed at finding solutions to the catastrophic disease known as the flare. The story culminates in unresolved conflict, with Thomas vowing to seek justice for his fallen friends and to uncover the truth behind Wicked's motives, as the Gladers step into an uncertain world filled with danger and intrigue. The Maze Runner is a significant entry in the young adult dystopian genre, capturing the imaginations of readers since its publication in 2009. Here's an in-depth look at its cultural impact, how it differs from other works, details about the author, and recommendations for similar reads. Cultural impact. 1. Dystopian popularity. Released shortly after the explosion of young adult dystopian fiction, led by titles like The Hunger Games, The Maze Runner, contributed to and perpetuated the genre's popularity. It opened avenues for complex stories involving young protagonists and survival challenges in post-apocalyptic settings. 2. Themes of autonomy and leadership. The book explores themes of autonomy, teamwork, and leadership as the characters, particularly Thomas, navigate the maze and its dangers. These themes resonated with a generation grappling with issues of control and direction in an increasingly complex world. 3. Film adaptations. The subsequent film adaptations, starting with The Maze Runner in 2014, further broadened its cultural footprint, making it accessible to an even larger audience. The cinematic interpretation introduced the story to viewers who might not typically engage with the book. 4. Fandom and community. The book fostered a dedicated fandom that engages in discussions, fan fiction, and speculative analyses of the narrative and its characters, similar to the communities surrounding other major series like Harry Potter and The Hunger Games. Differentiation from other works. 1. Unique setting. The concept of the glade and the ever-shifting maze is intriguingly original. Unlike other dystopias that often focus on political oppression or societal collapse, The Maze Runner centers on a survival puzzle that the protagonists must solve. 2. Character-driven mystery. The narrative unfolds within a mystery framework, with characters suffering from amnesia and uncovering their past bit by bit. This technique keeps readers engaged and creates an atmosphere of suspense that is distinctive to Dashner's work. 3. Focus on male protagonists. While YA currently showcases a diverse array of voices, The Maze Runner is notable for its predominantly male cast and its exploration of masculinity, friendship, and fight-or-flight responses in a challenging world. About the author. James Dashner is an American author best known for his contributions to the young adult genre. He was born on November 26, 1972. Prior to The Maze Runner, he published several works including the 13th Reality series, showcasing his knack for blending adventure with elements of science fiction and fantasy. Dashner's writing often revolves around themes of survival, identity, and moral dilemmas, and his vivid world-building makes him a prominent figure in contemporary youth literature. The success of the Maze Runner series has led to further explorations into the dystopian genre, including prequels and companion novels that have enriched the original story. Similar books to read: 1. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, a quintessential dystopian novel featuring a young female protagonist forced to participate in deadly games, exploring themes of survival, sacrifice, and rebellion. 2. Divergent by Veronica Roth, set in a future society divided into factions. This novel follows a brave girl who must navigate a dangerous world filled with societal expectations and personal allegiances. 3. Legend by Marie Lu. This novel presents a wealthy boy and a girl from the slums whose lives intertwine in a thriller-like narrative filled with conspiracy and action in a militarized society. 4. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Combining elements of science fiction and horror, this book follows a young girl's quest to save her brother in a world under alien attack, focusing on survival and deception. 5. Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. Set in a future society obsessed with perfection, it challenges readers to consider issues of beauty, conformity, and identity through the eyes of its protagonist. In conclusion, The Maze Runner has left a notable mark on the young adult literary landscape, enriching the dystopian narrative with its unique premise and themes. James Dashner's work remains impactful, connecting with readers on numerous levels, and has inspired a wealth of discussions and subsequent literature in its wake.